My name is Victor Herman. My life was an unexpected one. Born an American, exiled in Siberia. But I survived. This is my story.
I just made 60 cents.
The Vigral?
What, me?
The Vigral?
Me? Gamble? No. Oh, I was wondering.
Say it in Russian.
I can't.
Yeah, sure you can. Я выиграл это на бегу.
Я выиграл...
Я выиграл это на бегу.
Я выиграл это на бегу.
You need to practice.
Practice?
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to practice.
You gotta practice.
Why?
Because we're going to Russia.
What?
We're going to Russia.
Going to Russia? You kidding me?
No, потому что мы едем в Париж.
All right.
During the Depression, with millions unemployed, Henry Ford sold an automobile plant to the Soviet Union. With the machines went 300 families from Detroit, encouraged by my father. He had fled the Tsar 20 years before and now hoped to see his dream of brotherhood fulfilled. We who went with him had our own expectations, mine mainly of wolves and bears. My mother of infinitely greater terrors.
Your mother doesn't want us to go to Russia.
I've been, and most of the time I was there, I wanted to be somewhere else. What has Russia ever done for you, Sam Herman?
For me? What has it done for me? You can ask me that question. All my life I've been on one side. And that side hasn't often won. You know that, Rose. You know that as well as me.
You did your share. There's plenty to do here.
It's my country before this one, and I owe it. I owe it something. 3 years is not a lifetime. You can stay here with Victor and Miriam. It's for me to do, Rose. And to tell you the truth, it might be a better way that I do it alone.
I want to go.
You know that's not how things are, Sam Herman. Families are not democracies any more than...
When we finally arrived in Moscow, on our way to the factory at some place called Nizhny Novgorod, Stalin had decided to call it Gorky. Not that what Stalin did mattered to me in the slightest. After all, I did not feel I had left America. I thought, if I thought anything, that we were taking America with us.
3 of hearts. 8 of diamonds. Queen of spades. 4 of clubs. 9 of spades. 7 of diamonds. 6 of clubs.
Do you know how he does that?
Jack of hearts. Stay there! Vic,
Come on. Go back.
Who are they?
I don't know.
Why'd they do that?
People worse off than us, Vic, I guess. There's no harm. No harm.
Those guys by the fence look like the guys that throwing rocks at us. They'd be kulaks. A kulak? What's a kulak?
Well, they're farmers who have a little more than average.
Not anymore, they haven't. They've been collectivized. That's their idea of political protest, chucking rocks at trains. There's a factory back there. Boy, I'm sure glad to see you guys in Gorky. We got a quota to meet. That's a joke. These whiskeys don't know a wrench from a ratchet.
How do you get on with them? As people, I mean.
Oh, they're people, all right. Some of them good. As soon as you get settled, come on over to the mess hall, and we'll get you some food and some answers to your questions. There's not much of either, I'm afraid, so don't expect too much. Second floor to the left.
Thank you very much.
I hear you got a running track here.
Yeah. You interested in sport?
Yeah.
Listen, let me give you a tip. You do good at sport, and you get more of everything. More food, more clothing, more free time, and more fun. And believe me, the last is the most important.
Yeah? How long you been here?
Too long. And you know, there's one thing about this place. It makes you appreciate Detroit.
Yeah.
Well, he was right, that fella, about everything. Gorky did make me appreciate Detroit, and sports gave me food and free time and fun, for I knew nothing save being young and strong and alive. And I ran towards my future as though it was trying to escape me, which was not so.
How'd I do?
You can do better. Keep yourself warm. Don't give your heat to the wind.
What was my time?
You don't need to know. Get yourself dressed, Herman.
I bet you lost count. See, you're supposed to say Mississippi between the numbers. Yeah.
You're a great athlete, Victor. It's a great gift.
That's what I like to do.
I also like to compete. When I was your age, the competition was against the enemies of the people.
What age are you?
2 years younger than your father. Have you considered your future, Victor? Where will you make your home?
Well, my father's got to stay in Russia for 3 years, and then we go back to the States.
The reason that I ask is that you would do well to consider becoming a Russian citizen. It would assure you a fine athletic education.
I don't want to give up being an American.
No, of course you wouldn't. But if you were to consider the question, then I might feel encouraged to extend you the fullest help with your athletic career.
I might consider it.
Good. That's good.
It's the same as anywhere else. I mean, he says he'll help me out if I play his game.
You don't understand Russians, Victor. Comrade Chernov is dedicated to making Gorky the finest athletic team possible.
Then how come the whole of the boxing team don't have to do any work, might hurt their hands? I'm not complaining, I'm just saying it's like everywhere else.
You're wrong, Victor. It's not like anywhere else. This country is doing what no other nation has ever attempted to do before. The revolution is not yet as old as you are. And in that time, they've made strides that would have taken normally 100, 150 years. They're compressing history.
Rose, what's wrong?
You all right, Rose?
The wind. Don't you hear it?
The wind? No, it's not windy.
I heard it. It's coming.
You hear the wind?
Yes, Victor. It's very cold. You must wear warm things. Promise me.
Sure. I will. I promise.
Better here in Moscow than in Gorky, eh, Victor?
Sure is. I suppose you have to join the army to get to use the sports facilities.
There is always a catch, eh, American?
Well, you don't get something for nothing, eh, General?
Only your life. That is given to you freely. And we must not be miserly with it. There is a school for flying near you, near Gorky. You know of it, American?
Sure. You can call me comrade.
It is for Russians. And you wish to be what you are, is that not so?
That's right.
That is as it should be. Also there, they train parachute jumpers. To fly a plane, you should be Russian. To jump out of it, it is not necessary. You see, this also is a country of opportunity, American.
Yeah, but why would I want to jump out of an airplane?
In order to land safely. Also, it would enable you to use those fine army facilities to train. And who knows, in time it may lead to other things.
Like skywriting.
Skywriting?
Messages and smoke in the sky.
Ah, you mean politics.
Yeah.
General Tukhachevsky. You know who he is, Victor?
Yeah, he's a pretty big wheel.
He's a hero of the Soviet Republic, a great soldier, and one of the most important men in the party. And he was talking to you like a son. Thanks. Your mother's not going to be too happy about you jumping out of planes. She still gets those sounds in her head. At night it wakes her up.
She should see somebody. Or she could go home and rest. We're gonna be going back soon.
She'd never do it. Anyway, we're all on the same passport. Mean a lot of red tape. When the summer comes, she'll feel better.
And I suppose she did, in a way. The noise was a tumor, growing louder and louder in her head till it silenced everything else. By the time she died, I was a sky jumper, and I was far away from her, high above the earth, seeing everything small and remote. Her death was like that. No matter how I tried, I couldn't get close enough. Something kept it far away, clear in every detail, but incredibly small.
I feel I did it. I brought her back here to die.
That's not true.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I did bring her back, and she did die.
Yeah, but it's not your fault.
Victor, you must live your own life. Do you understand me? Your life. Make sure it's yours.
By the time I came to attempt the world freefall record, I had perfected a method for judging distance that stuck in people's minds. I ate an apple, chewed each bite 7 times, and when I got to the core, I opened my parachute. It's simple. All you had to do was find a 24,000-foot apple.
When we get up to 24,000, push it another 500 feet.
Victor, this thing you're doing, it's not wise to make it so much for yourself. It's not the party way.
Let the party hold hands and sing the red flag. I'm gonna do it my way. You just tell me when to go.
Good landings.
Welcome, Comrade Herman. Congratulations to you, Victor. From Comrade Stalin.
Thank you, Commissar. I think I could have done better with a better plane. In fact, I know I can.
And a bigger apple. You enjoying Moscow?
My father's favorite city in the world.
Well, favorite city in the world. Well, your father will especially realize the great honor that Comrade Stalin bestows on his son, the Gold Star.
Congratulations, Victor.
Congratulations, Victor. Now, in order to present you with a decoration commemorating your record jump, as certified by the international authorities, the FIFA, I just want your signature here, affirming that you are indeed the Victor Herman who fell 25,000 feet on September the 6th, 1934.
I didn't see anybody else up there. My father will be very proud of this.
Yes, he will.
USSR. Nationality USSR.
The record was achieved in the USSR.
Yeah, but it says nationality. I'm not Russian.
Victor, a mistake's been made. In good faith, by good men, for good reasons, nonetheless, a mistake's been made. This record of yours, it's a world record of our country. That's a matter of great pride. We're proud of it, and we're proud of you. This tells you how proud.
But I'm not a Russian.
You must understand, this document doesn't change your national status.
It's just a little lie you want me to tell.
It'll make everyone's lives much easier, including your own.
Is that me?
Your signature won't affect that. It's just news. Only for today. Records are history. To secure your place in history, all you need to do is
lie.
You stupid, arrogant boy. Sign the document!
I'd rather be one day's news in Detroit.
Oh, well. I'll send this back. With your regrets.
Fair exchange is no robbery. Right, Commissar?
Hey, come on, Vic. Dance at my wedding. She's a good woman, this Lucia. And I need a woman to sleep with.
I don't care about that.
Well, what is it then? What's making you sour tonight?
Why all the families went back to America and we stayed on.
They haven't all gone back.
Most of them did. Most of the ones we came over with.
So, if you want to go, you can go.
No, I can't. You changed the passport. Why did you do that? You have no right.
Vic, come. That was necessary.
You had no right to change my nationality. I'm an American, not a Russian.
Soon you can apply for a passport of your own. Believe me, it was necessary.
So you could have somebody to sleep with?
So they wouldn't come around making threats about what would happen to my smart Alex son, who tries to get smart with political commissars.
I don't care about commissars.
Don't care? You better care. Do you hear me, Victor? These aren't cops warning you about playing ball in the street. If you'd signed that document, I wouldn't have had to listen to their threats.
I don't care about their threats.
Victor, the next time you jump, take a look around. It's time you recognize where you are.
Why didn't you recognize it before you brought us over here? Mother tried to warn you.
Victor, son.
Go on. I deserved it.
No harm. No harm.
Dad, stop! Leave him! Dad, don't let him take my son, do you hear? Leave him here with me.
It is inconvenient, Comrade Herman, but it is necessary.
Take me! Leave him!
We don't want you, comrade.
Stop! Hands behind your back. Head down. No talking. Find a place. Don't talk. Watch the door. If I find you not watching, then it's no rations for 3 days for anyone. Got that?
Yes.
No talking!
Comrade Herman?
Oh, yes.
General Tuchachevsky will see you now.
Thank you.
Comrade, the general is very busy. He can spare a few moments. I hope you understand this.
Of course, I'm very grateful.
Comrade Herman.
Pardon me, General. I realize you're extremely busy.
Yes, I am. What did you wish to see me about?
My son. Victor Herman. You met him.
What is his rank and regiment?
He's not a soldier. You met him and recommended him for the flying school. He became a parachute jumper.
Ah, the Russian Lindbergh. Was that not what they called him? And you want me to recommend him for something else?
They have taken him to prison.
Why do you come to me, comrade?
He's done nothing. They took him away, and I don't know where. I can't find out how to reach him. I thought you could help.
Impossible. This is not a matter in which I can be of any help.
But he's done nothing.
That will be of little assistance to him, I'm afraid.
I have given my life to the revolution. I fought for it here in Russia and in America, too. I've always been true to it. I returned here to help it grow and prosper. They cannot do this to my son.
It is not only your son, comrade. All of the sons of the revolution face the same dangers.
I don't understand. Surely you can do something. You're a great man. A hero of the Soviets.
I am a son of the revolution, comrade. Nothing more.
This is unjust. It's inhuman.
Believe me, it is worse than you think.
But my son! What of my son?
If I should happen to meet him in my travels, I shall tell him that you tried to help him. I could wish for a father myself in these times. I'm sorry I cannot help your son. I'm sorry I cannot help either of you. Or my country or myself. As you can see, I'm a man of many sorrows.
You. Up. Hands behind your back. Head down. No talking.
I am Belov. I'm your interrogator. You will tell me of your counter-revolutionary activities. I will hear every one.
I'm not I don't have any...
No talking! I will tell you when you are ready to talk about these things.
Has he asked you to talk? When he does ask you, you tell him something. Make it up. Tell him.
Ask me. Ask me.
You will tell me of your counter-revolutionary activity. I will hear every one.
You toad. You big toad. I've done nothing. Nothing.
There are these to sign before you go.
What is it?
Words. Only words. And we have come to understand that words are not real here, haven't we, comrade? Other things are real.
Who do I incriminate?
Names. Only names.
Is my father's name on here?
If it was, would that make you sign, Victor? There, Comrade Herman. In the end, it was not so hard. But you kept your pride, no doubt about it. I wish you all success.
Thank you, comrade.
Get those clothes off.
Let's see what's hidden in here.
They stink.
This is my bed. My bed.
In prison, I learned the first and only commandment. Do it unto others before they do it to you. I did not know that I was only one of millions and millions that Stalin was exterminating in the gulags. All I knew was that without hearings or testimony, or witnesses or appeals, without any of the tediousness of legal process, I was sentenced to 10 years and sent north to Siberia.
want this bunk.
No. All right, all right. You can have it.
Tell me, who are those men outside with the white sacks on?
They're blind. Being on the streets and being blind, that was their counter-revolutionary crime.
I see.
He sees.
The way we run this place is simple. You work, then you get fed. If you don't fill your work quota, you don't eat. Each day stands for itself. If you don't complete your work quota for today, it doesn't add on to tomorrow. Here at Borepolo, every day is a fresh start.
You haven't worked for days.
I'm on hunger strike.
Why not cut your own throat? It's faster.
What with? The saw? How long do you get?
10.
There's no such time.
Leave me be!
Leave me alone.
Finish your quarter.
Oh, go away. Go away, please. Leave me alone.
Finish your quarter, then eat tonight.
Go away, please.
Eat tonight. And then you're on your own.
Then I'm on my own. Then I'm on my own.
Now, Victor Herman, humanitarian.
I haven't done anything wrong.
Well, that's not for you to decide. You've been encouraging other prisoners to work.
Is that against the rules?
There are no rules, Herman, except supply and demand. Now we have an unlimited supply of prisoners. We don't need you trying to keep any of them alive. Part of the idea is to use prisoners up, understand? Good. Well, just so you remember, I'm going to transfer you to Nuksha, where you can concentrate on keeping yourself alive.
You bastard! Why didn't you let me die when I wanted Stop!
I knew nothing of weeks or months or even years, though all of those passed. I knew only the sound of trees felling my life away and the arbitrary migrations of our ragged hordes from one camp to another. And I learned in my bones to survive.
Come on, you squirrely-looking bastard. Give me some more El Slapo.
Sixteen. 70. 18. 19. Last bet. Coming through.
Hey! You're the American. Yeah. I'm Albert Loon. Everybody calls me Red. Where you from?
Detroit.
Too bad about the boots, huh?
Olive.
That's my tent over there. Come see me sometime. Okay.
How many camps you been in, Red?
This is my 5th.
5. Is this the worst?
I hear there's worse, but I don't strain my mind trying to wonder how. What you gotta watch for is getting sent to the mines. If they send you, it's for a week at a time. And 2 weeks is enough to finish you off. You come back spitting up blood, you can't hold your food down, and then you miss another quota and they send you back again.
How long you been here?
3 years. I've been to the mines once. I'm not going back anymore.
How long did you get?
I don't think about it that way. This is not the kind of place where you wonder how long have you got, or how long did you get. I mean, this is here and now. This is you and me. This is it.
I'll make it. I'll make it out.
Escape?
I'll escape.
Escape's good. But it has its problems, too. The biggest one being the 3,000 miles between here and wherever you can say you're free.
Yeah.
Mind you, if I had to bet on somebody making it, it'd probably be you.
Damn right.
Just don't make a contest out of it. They look for things like that. And if they spot it, they can make it rough on you.
What are you saying? Give up?
No. Just don't take it so personal.
Keep moving.
It's a beautiful evening, Victor. God is good.
God?
Yeah, God.
What God?
The God that includes me and you, the camp, the dogs, the guards, and the big cowboy.
The God must be a lunatic to let this happen.
God is a lunatic. He's good, he's bad, he's indifferent.
You'll be telling me you're happy here next.
I'm getting happier, Victor. Each day I whittle away a little bit of the parts that's making me miserable.
But don't you lose something in yourself that way? Don't you want to be back in America? Free, with your family?
Sure, I want that, but I know I can't have it. And if I think about it, then I'm going to be more miserable. You know, this is my life here today, talking to you. I mean, I've got to like it.
You know, I can't think like that. If I stop believing someday I'm going to be free, if I stop believing, I'll end up like the rest of them, just giving up. I can't do that. I can't unclench myself.
You do it your way, Victor. When you get tired, there's always my way, Victor.
Compliments of the season. These ladies have come all the way from Moscow to bring a little joy into your lives. Everyone a virgin. Fill your boots, boys. You've got 15 minutes.
All I could do was watch them, victims of this frozen-hearted world. And if I did not cry out, it was because I knew in that terrible place there was no one to hear.
Hey! 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 Call him off! Hey! What is this?
Where I come from, there's a lot of Indians. They got a bundle of cures like this.
But how do you know that's the same?
It smells like dirt and it grows on fir trees. It's all in your mind anyway. If you believe in it, it'll be the right stuff. Anyway, dog killer, you got quite a reputation to live down. Things like that can really get a fellow noticed.
How about your guy? Do you think he noticed?
No question about it.
Red. How come it's like this? There's gotta be a reason.
Sure, there's a reason. It's like this because we make it like this.
We? Who we?
You, me, everybody. That's the way we think about things. You start out thinking you're different from somebody else. And then pretty soon, if you're different, then maybe you're better. And if you're better, then they must be worse. And if they're worse, then you can send them to a place like this.
What are you saying?
Well, you think you're better than the guard commander?
Yes, but I am.
Judge not unless you want to be judged.
Who do you think you are, Jesus Christ?
At this point, I wish the hell I was.
So, you're the one with the power over the dogs.
I don't have any power.
That's not what I'm told. You must think you're pretty tough. We know how to handle tough guys here. Which do you prefer? The isolated or the mines?
Knight to Bishop 5. And you got problems, kid. So you want to try to get my queen, huh? Well, it won't be that easy, Victor.
You want to be in there beside him?
No thanks. Just visiting. Trying to teach him to play the game. He's a terrible player.
On your way. Where'd you get this?
It's a chess set. I made it. I'll make you a set. Take a couple of weeks, though.
I said on your way.
There's a move coming.
Where?
Some say north, some say south.
How much more north can they go?
A long way. All the way to the pole. That's the way I look at it, like a pole sticking up out of the ground. When I get there, I think I'll raise my leg like a dog and take a leak on it.
Red, I think I'm about to quit.
Well, I can't say that I blame you. But it'd be a shame to quit now just when you're getting the hang of it.
Do you ever want to quit?
I already have. That's the only way. Is to float. Think about it, Victor. When you get out of here, you'll be able to live anywhere. Nothing will bother you or frighten you. You won't need money, power, or fame. You'll be cured of almost everything that plagues the human race.
You're crazy.
Well, you think sanity's an improvement.
Done to you, Victor.
Red, I think I'm going blind.
Boy, you're too mean to go blind. Let's get you inside, you'll feel better. Can you stand up? What have they done to you, Victor? Victor, you can use my bunk until I throw you out. Sit down there. Lay your head down this way. You stay here until you get some of your strength back. All right.
Red, I want to go with you.
It's a long way, they say. Maybe all the way to the pole. First man to take a leak on it gets to go home.
Take me with you.
You wouldn't make it.
Can't stay here.
You can't depend on me. Depend on Victor Herman. He hasn't let you down so far.
Red, I can't work. I can't make the quota. I don't want to die here.
Take this. This is for you.
What is it? What is it?
It's a rat trap. Depend on yourself, kid. I love you.
I love you, Red.
I love you, Red. It takes a rat a remarkably long time to drown. Some of them eat their tail in an attempt to stay alive. It was like watching myself down there under the water, and I respected them. They held life so precious. And every time I ate one, I imagined I took their will to live into me. They moved us in the spring of 1944, and along the way we collected numbers of German soldiers. That was the first we heard of the war. It had been a great season for dying by the sounds of it, and had I been free, I would have probably been fighting on the same side as my jailers, defending their freedom and liberty with my life. But instead, I survived another 4 years, and the thing I regretted most was that I never saw Red again. Maybe he made it to the North Pole. I hope so.
famous man, comrade. A fine athlete, boxer, even a parachute jumper.
Are you going to release me, sir?
Now you're going to use your talents to help our country.
I don't know what happened. For 10 years, things have happened I can't explain why. I don't understand.
It is not for you to understand, comrade. You are required to stay here in Krasnoyarsk. A position will be found for you in the gymnasium.
For how long?
It cannot be discussed. But you'll find it's not so bad. Krasnoyarsk is a city. In the city, things are better.
But there's something that's being ignored. I am an American. Even after all this time in these camps, I'm an American. And I want to go home.
Maybe what you say is true, comrade. Maybe you are what you say you are, an American. But to those who decide you are not.
I could prove it. If I could go back to Gorky and just speak with those people there, I could prove it. If I could just explain to them, if I could explain to them.
Do not understand me, comrade. You are a document. You're a name and a list of names. You cannot explain, you can only complain. To complain is to attract attention to yourself. To attract attention is dangerous. They look up your name in their list, and they find that you've made trouble before. Aha, they say. This is why his name is on the list of troublemakers. Then they feel even more certain that their list is right. Do you understand what I'm saying to you?
I understand.
Good. That's good. You'll find it's all for the best. Here. 30 rubles worth for you. Go get yourself cleaned up. That'll help you to forget quicker than anything. Find yourself a girl. Then you'll have a new set of things to worry about.
Don't forget to report twice a week. They're very strict about that for a while, anyway. Yes, I know. I know. See how you get on. Many of them from the camps who can't adjust.
Mä katsoin tuohon kameraan vahingossa.
As I sat down in that bath, it was like they tell about drowning. It all came back in one long shudder of recall. It was the warmth, the bone-softening warmth. I had forgotten about it. I sat till my flesh was like crepe paper, until the attendant came and threatened to charge me twice.
Hey, you. Do you think you should be passing by? Come on in. So, you just got out, did you? Here, Let's get some of that hair off you.
I only have this.
Oh, there's enough there for an all-over shave. Come on, come and sit down. You'll feel a lot better. There now. How about some music? Night. I bet you're quite a looker under all that lot. We'll have you a proper lady killer in no time.
Smells, sound, sensation. They bore me away. Her fingers brushed my face. Her body insisted against me. Casually, occasionally. I was dizzy with many feelings, among which desire was a constant. It was not simply that I wanted her, pretty though she was, but that I wanted it all.
There. I knew it. You are a good looker. What's wrong? Don't you like your face?
I thought I was younger.
Oh, you poor soul. It's a good face. You're still human. That's all that counts. Come back and see me when you're settled. You never know your luck.
Freedom, no matter how curtailed, is a dizzying business. For almost a month while I got settled at the sport academy, I thought of little save the luxury of doing more or less what I wanted. Eating my fill and sleeping whenever I chose. Hello?
Hello there. Everything will be all right.
I've never been with a woman.
And I've never been with a man who's never been with a woman. So you see, we're both first-timers. Shh. Don't say anything. More words, more worry. And worry is the worst partner in bed. It's as easy as getting a shave. Except it's more fun for the barber. And one day, when your wife admires how you make love to her, you can smile and say nothing. And she'll feel very good. Just like I feel very good now.
Come here. Now look. You're keeping your wrist up. You gotta turn your wrist.
You wrote this letter.
I wrote to my
It
ambassador.
is forbidden for political prisoners on parole to contact representatives of foreign power.
I'm an American. And I wrote to my ambassador.
Herman, you're a fool. Do you want to find yourself back in the forest, talking to the trees?
I want to go back to the United States, that's all.
How was I?
You were beautiful.
Dear brother, I'm sorry to bring you the sad news of our father's death. There's no need to discuss the details. He lived his life, and now he's dead. I know that you mourn with me. He was a man who was unwilling to abandon his ideals. This unwillingness made his last years a torment. He always did his best. Please believe that. Your loving sister, Miriam. P.S. I cannot get permission to visit you.
Swing your arms, come on. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Were you born in Siberia?
Yes. My father was once a kulak. He was not well off, but he was something. And then he was exiled. He was lucky he was almost sent to the gulags, but he came here. And I was born here. I'm glad not to be so special. Lets me still enjoy my life. For some, that day is gone, and I wouldn't want that for myself.
Why do you look at me like that?
For the same reason you look at me. Good night.
I had a friend. I have a friend. From the camps, he used to say if I could survive them, I could survive anything.
I believe him.
Said I'd never need any money, power, or fame.
Where is he now?
Taking a week on the North Pole. Doesn't offend you if I talk like that.
I'm not offended.
I've never spoken to a woman. I don't know how to speak to a woman or anything.
You speak to me, Vidya.
I'm going away for 8 weeks with my students.
8 weeks. That's a long time.
Yes, but it'll pass. And then I will be back. Why do you look at me like that?
Same reason you look at me. When Galena left, it was as though a light had been turned out. For so long, I had learned to live in the confinement of my own cell, to ask for nothing more than solitary survival. Now that there was another being on my island, the thought that she might be taken away was almost more than I could bear. Galena was gone almost 11 weeks, and each one grew longer and harder than the last. And then one day, like a miracle, she came back.
Bye.
It was longer than I thought. I love you, Galena.
I too.
Will you marry me?
I will. I will.
Galena, my wife.
Vidya, my husband. Love. Love. Love.
so sad, Vitya.
I've learned to fear happiness.
You must change. To fear happiness will only drive it away.
There's much to fear. There's a lot you don't know about me.
That's what our lives are for, Vitya.
Something that's very important to me. More important than anything except you. I'm an American. And someday I hope to return there. Will you go with me?
Of course. Whatever you are, I am.
We could win 5, maybe 6 medals. We'd be champions all Russia. We do have the bantam and the flyweight
Vitya, in
champions.
this country, success is not always the best thing. A little failure goes a long way.
The feather, that's tough. Abramskov, I wouldn't want to fight him. But the middle's a toss-up. And I think the light heavy is ours. And the big men, who can tell? And if you were the prize and they let me fight all 8 weights, I'd win them all.
I'd be a double prize.
I'd win twice. 10 times. 50 times. As many as it took, I'd win to have your love.
Oh, Vitya, you won me love.
My father said the woman was the one who danced backwards.
Well, your father was wrong.
I know.
Did you know this man has been a political prisoner?
I know.
And he's an American.
I know.
And that he's a Jew.
He's my husband. I know all these things.
Now that you have made this fine Russian girl pregnant, I hope she won't regret it.
They'll be back.
Yes. I know.
They left us alone for almost a year. In that time, our Svetlana was born, and there was more happiness than I thought was possible. Again, they drove me north. No explanation, no charge, and like an habitual prisoner, I made no protest. My only crime was happiness. I was sentenced to live alone in the forest and cut wood for a nearby village. Nothing was said of Galina or Svetlana. It was as though they had never been. And so I came back to the trees, to live with them and cut my living out of them. I let the winter freeze me, freeze my feelings. I became a tree like all those around me. I talked to them, And at night when I lay in my burrow, they talked to me of this vast frozen country, crying out in pain for 1,000,000 lives. And I knew that this was the end for me. Past this point, only death waited, and I could go there any time I chose.
Galena! Galena! Galena?
I came. How did you come here? I walked.
Mitya, the baby.
We lived there, we three, and we survived our return to Krasnoyarsk and the 18 more years it took to finally leave this terrible, beautiful country and to come back to where my heart had always pointed. Perhaps America is only a dream, but to a man in prison, that is all it has to be, and I dreamed it every night until I woke and found myself free again. America gave me the dream of freedom, and Galena gave me the dream of love. Sweet dreams, those. I wish them on all of you. Without them, we are poor beasts indeed.
Thank you.